I asked 10 of the best LEGO stop-motion creators to give me a challenge. In this video, I'm going to complete all of them, and I've saved the hardest one for last. This is going to be really tough. No visual effects were used in the stop-motion animations of this video. Hi, I'm Irfan, and I make stop-motion animations. A few days ago, I asked some people to challenge me, and the challenges I got ranged from exciting to impossible. Time limit challenges. Action scene in 30 minutes. Stop motion in 10 minutes. Stop motion in 1 minute. These are going to be intense. First challenge, action scene in 30 minutes. All right, I have 30 minutes to create an awesome fight scene. The problem is that making stop-motion fight scenes takes a ton of time. So I decided to go for a sword fight. Items I used: a Minecraft sword, a random sword. I have no idea what it is, but it looks cool. Some cardboard to make the sword movements more visible. My laptop as a timer, and to stress myself out. Honestly, I think it turned out pretty well, especially considering this is my first fight scene. So, for a first attempt with a strict time limit, I'm satisfied. Second challenge, stop motion in 10 minutes. This one was much harder. The real challenge was figuring out what kind of story I could tell in just 10 minutes. At first, I thought of making another simple fight scene. I was sure it was going to turn out awesome, but well, that didn't exactly go as planned. The time limit was too short, and the final result turned into something even I couldn't understand. Right now, you're probably staring at your screen thinking, wait, what just happened? Third challenge, stop motion in 1 minute. Now we've reached a completely insane challenge. This is the second hardest challenge in this video, and obviously the hardest one is the final challenge. But 1 minute? Is that even enough for the simplest stop motion? To put things into perspective, stop motion is usually made at 30 frames per second. That means every second you watch has 30 pictures. So if I take just 1 picture per second, the entire video will only be 2 seconds long. So, how do I even do this? Honestly, I thought this was going to be a total disaster. But surprisingly, it wasn't as bad as I expected. Creative challenges. Here are 3 of the most creative challenges I got. They were seriously fun. Fourth challenge, only use a Lego robot. So I had to use a robot instead of a minifigure. I ended up spending hours building the robots and, well, the result? Not great. The main issue was that the robots barely moved, so I finished this challenge really quickly, way too quickly. Fifth challenge, only use red bricks. At first, I was completely confused about what I was supposed to do. Then, after asking for clarification, I realized I could only use red Lego pieces. Yeah, I know, I'm slow sometimes. I brainstormed a few ideas. Lego basketball, a popular challenge trend. Lego golf. Throwing into a target. Hitting a target. This was probably the funniest challenge I've done. And from this point on, I decided to make the rest of the video funnier too. But I kinda regret that decision. 6th challenge. Black and white, old-fashioned scene. I built a room to recreate a Charlie Chaplin scene in Lego and make something amazing. But it turned out terrible. I didn't have enough space. The pieces were too heavy and I kept accidentally knocking them over. It was so frustrating. Seventh challenge, no base plates. I never thought it would be this hard. Since I didn't have any specific ideas, I decided to copy one of his videos.
But nothing ever happens, and I wonder how, I wonder why.
8th challenge. Copy this YouTuber's content. The challenge was to make a video similar to this YouTuber's style. His videos are usually Lego versions of trending or funny clips, making them even more entertaining. So I picked one of my favorite videos and recreated it in Lego.
And there is your bread.
Lovely.
Now, if you need anything, and I mean anything, please let me know.
Excuse me.
What? What do you want, huh?
Just wanted some pizza.
Oh, you want some peanuts? You want some peanuts? Here you go!
Sir!
Yes, sir, how can I help you?
Wipe my mouth.
Absolutely, there you go.
Shut up! What? Oh, you're joking? I bet you like some water, huh? You want some water? Here you go! Have some water!
Yes, sir.
Shoes.
Shoes, absolutely. I'm just gonna put them off to the side for you, okay?
Hey, excuse me, what?
But it didn't turn out very clean. The main issue was syncing the animation with the original sound. I had no idea exactly when the character was supposed to get angry or make a specific move. 9th challenge, an epic fight scene. This is the 4th day of making this video, and I'm exhausted. But I made a really cool fight scene, and I think it turned out great. Tenth challenge, throwing a minifigure off a hill. Finally, the idea is simple. Throw a minifigure down a hill. That's it. But building the hill itself wasn't simple at all. I spent hours constructing it, and the whole time I kept thinking, what if I put all this effort in, and the final result is terrible? The main issue was that the camera was shaking a bit too much because the tripod wasn't stable enough. But overall, I think it turned out decent. This video took me 27 hours to make. If it doesn't get views, I'm gonna lose my mind. But if it gets 500 likes, I'll make a part 2. Which means I'll have to go through all of this again. Now, guess how many try not to laugh or gaming videos I could have recorded in these 27 hours? Honestly, probably a lot. And without spending 8.5 hours moving a tiny minifigure, adjusting lighting and angles, or spending ages editing and adding sound effects. But hey, some things in life are just different.